Hey guys, and welcome to this video lecture, Data Types in Objective-C. Let's go ahead and create a new Xcode project. Under OS X application, choose Command Line Tool, click Next. Let's call it Data Types. You can put everything else as here. Next. Choose the place where you want this project to be saved. I will choose Desktop, Xcode Projects, click Create. Now let's go inside main.m file. Let's clean this a little bit. I like to make it nice, like this. So there are four commonly used data types in Objective-C. The first one is string, and there is a class NSString for that. And because this is a class, we need to put a star, and let's say S1, which is the name of our object. And we can say equals to, let's say my name, for example, Pavel, right? We can create another one, and a string s2 equal, let's say, my last name. And in general, you don't have to initialize it when you create it. You can do it later, for example, like this. If you do this, it's more recommended to give it some default value, usually nil for objects, or because this is a string, we can use like this, which makes which actually initializes, but it's an empty value. It's not even space, because space will be like this, but this one is like empty. The second one is integer, and we usually use the NSInteger class, NSInteger data type, and let's say I1 equals 10, NSInteger I2 equals 25, NSInteger I3 equals 20.5. Obviously we cannot do this because we have the fractional part, and we can have unexpected results because of this. In this case, the compiler probably tries to convert the float to an integer, and if we log the actual value to the console, I3 equals %LD I3, and this is just a conversion. We say that convert I3 to a long number, and let's run it. You can see that the value is 20. And the third type, which is very important, is CG float. From its name we can guess that it's used to store floating point numbers, which is maybe a number like this. And let's say f1 equals to 30.25. Now let's nslog this number. F1 equals %, and we use F format specifier. Let's run it. As you can see, we have f1 equals to 30.25, and we have some zeros, but we don't have any significance in this case. Let me show you something now. Let's create a CG float f2, and let's initialize with the value of i3. Say i3. Now let's print it to the console. f2. As you can see, even if i3, we may think it has the value 20.5, because this is an integer, this fractional part will get cut and only the whole part will be taken, and therefore we have only 20 in f2. That's why I recommend not to do this in any case. There is one more important type, which is a ball, and it can hold one of two values, either yes or no, and it's all capital letters. Let's say result, for example, equals, and we will assign an expression, for example 10 less than 20. Now we can make an if condition and say if result equals yes, nslog 10 less than 20. Otherwise, nslog 10 greater or equal to 20. Let's run it. As you can see, we have a message 10 is less than 20. And in general, you don't write this. We just type result, which is basically the same. As you can see, we have a message 10 equals is less than 20.